This is Nadesan, I'm maths teacher in Dagenham Park, Church of England. So the last time we just done it, simplifying powers part 1, and today we are looking for simplifying powers part 2. So what we are looking for today, if we got a to the power x and to the power y, and that's equal to a to the power, so what will happen, these two powers here, you just want to multiply. So when you multiply these two, that comes to x times y is xy. So we have to focus on some of the examples now. The first one, x to the power 3 to the power 4. So how we can simplify this? You got x, then you got 3 and 4. When you open the bracket, you know that when you expand the bracket means multiplication. So you got 3 here and 4 here. You have to multiply together. 3 times 4 is answer is 12. So your answer is x to the power of 12. So where you can make a mistake here. People can make a mistake. Instead of the 12, they can put x to the power. They add them together. That's 3 plus 4. They put 7. Why they thinking like this? Because they're thinking this x to the power 3 to the power 4 means x to the power 3 times x to the power 4. And now they're thinking when the base equal power you're to adding, and that's why they put 7 here. You have to make sure when you get the 7, when the base equal, when you times it, the power you adding, that's come to 7. But here you remove the bracket. When you remove the bracket means you expand the bracket. Expand means multiplication. So these two powers are, you just multiply and just put it. How do you get that one? That's the important part. Let's have a look everybody here. So let's say why the x to the power 12 comes, and how we can use these rules as well. So let's say we got x to the power 3 to the power 4. So what's the meaning of this? That meaning x to the power 3 times x to the power 3 times x to the power 3 times x to the power 3. Now, you can use the same rules now. So that power 4 means that x to the power 3 you multiply by 4 times. So now you can see the base is equal. When you times it, power you add them together. So 3 plus 3 6. Plus 3, 9, plus 3 is come to 12. So there you got the answer. So instead of that one, the easy way you can figure out, just multiply and just put it. Now we are moving on to the next question. See the next question now. So the next question we're talking about the numbers with the letters. Let's say 2 to the power y to the power 6, then 2y to the power 6 to the power 3. So how we can do that? You can do the two methods. Let's say, what's the meaning of this? That's the meaning 2y to the power 6 times 2y to the power 6 times 2y to the power 6. So because the 3 times the power you got 3, that means that the base, that's the power. So the 2y to the power 6 you got 3 times. Now you got the number 2 here. Multiply by 2. So 2 times 2 come to 4. 4 times 2 is come to 8. Now you can see that the base is the same. So when the base equal, when you times it, you have to understand that the power you have to add them together. So 6 plus 6, 12, plus 6 come to 18. And then we'll see the quick method. How we can do the quick method. The quick method you can do that. 2 means to the power 1. That means 2. When you open the bracket means with just the power you multiply. So 1 times 3 is come to 3. Then y. 6 times 3 is come to 18. Now, 2 to the power 3. The 2 to the power 3 means that number 2 you multiply by 3 times. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2 is 8. then y to the power 18. You have to make sure in this point, some of them they might make a careless mistake. 2 to the power 3, instead of the 8, they put 6. So what they're thinking, 2 to the power 3 means 2 times 3 here. But you have to make sure 2 to the power 3, 2 is the base, 3 is the power. So that number 2, you multiply by 3 times. Like a 2 times 2 times 2. And then after that, I will give some questions you can try yourself. So, these are the questions you have to practice yourself. The 4 questions are like C grade work. You can try yourself, then we will check the answers later on. So you try now. Now you can check your answers. Question number 1, we got x to the power 40. Question number 2 is y to the power 7 times minus 2 is minus 40. Question number 3, to the power 1, 3 to the power 2, and then x to the power 14, because 1 times 2 is 2, 7 times 2 is 14. You have to make sure 3 squared is 9, x to the power 14. Question number 4, that means 2 to the power 1 times 2 is 2, and then x, 8 times 2 is 16, then y, 10 times 2 is come to 20. You simplify that, 2 squared is 4, then x to the power 16, then y to the power 20. Thank you for watching the Nadesan TV. We'll see you the next lesson. Bye now.